What's up, y'all? My name is Tyler Webb, and I'm going to show you how to cook some catfish, dadgum. Alright, so today we're basically just going to be frying catfish. I'm going to show you my way of frying catfish, but I'm also going to give you some tips and tricks on things that you can try for yourself. For my catfish, what I love to do is I just do a straight cornmeal. Some people will do cornmeal and all-purpose flour as a mixture, but I think that the best way to do it is just straight cornmeal. Also, what I add to it are a variety of seasonings. And so I start with paprika usually. Might throw in some Tony Chachere's if I'm feeling a little frisky, but I always go with seasoned salt and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, just to give it that little bit of a kick. Something that you can do, whenever I do my fish, I dry bread them. And so I literally just do fish and then the cornmeal and seasonings. That's it. But what some people like to do is they will do a dredge, so they will put it in a buttermilk and then into whatever flour and seasoning they do, and then they put it in the fryer. One thing you can kick that up a notch is if you do a dredge, put Tabasco sauce in your buttermilk. And so then you're gonna have this nice smoky and spicy texture, but some people don't like that. Alright, so now I have my cornmeal and all my spices in my bowl. This is your Tony Chachere's, just your Creole seasoning. This is your crab oil. I added black pepper and salt, and then here you have your smoked paprika, and then here you have your seasoned salt. And so the biggest thing you're gonna do after that is just combine it all up. You can use anything, your hand, a fork, really just make sure you have a good consistency. You don't want all your spices and everything to be in different places. This mixing is brought to you by Tyler. So next, what are you gonna cook it in? Right, so to me, you cannot go wrong when you're doing it inside on a good cast iron skillet. You just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong at all. But some of your other options are any wide and deep saucepan. Basically, you just want something with some nice sides on it, but a lot of surface area so you can have a lot of heat going into that oil. So when it comes to your oil, I like to do just straight vegetable oil. And yes, I am saying oil and not oil because it's oil. So the best thing that you can do is use good old vegetable oil. You can use any oil that has a high burning point. And so that means that it's gonna take, or a high smoke point. And so that means that it's gonna take a lot longer for it to get to that high burning point or smoke point than say butter and other oils that are like a lot, I guess, lower on the scale than standard. But vegetable oil is always good, just like go to straight into it. It makes it crispy and good. I like to try to keep my fry oil around 350 degrees. And so that is a good fish fry, and then you can cook frogs like that, you can cook chicken like that, you can cook fries like that, you can cook anything, especially at 350. It's just a good roundabout temperature. So this is just a little bitty tool that you might not think about, but I work in a kitchen like as a job for right now. But one of the things that you do when you're on the saute side of everything is you just always have a towel in your hand so you can grab anything because everything's hot. But when you're cooking at home in this kitchen, these little bitty they're not pot holders, but they're just like, they go on the handle of any type of Dutch oven skillet. And I tell you, it is the nicest thing. Just keep that on there, just be able to grab this, move it, do whatever you want to in it. Like, brought to you by unless it's copyrighted. So I added my vegetable oil to my skillet, and as you can see, it's just kind of on the bottom. And also, this is a cool little trick. Whenever you get your oil and you're like, all right, when is my oil ready? When is my oil hot? It looks hot, but I don't know if it's the right temperature. You can always stick any type of wooden instrument in, and if it's bubbling up, that means it's ready to go. Also, this is a pretty cheap investment, but to get a oil/candy thermometer, which looks like this, but it's a easy way to be able to know exactly how hard or how hot you need everything to be. So you can say that you want your fish to be at 350 or your fish oil to be at 350, so you go all the way up. And there's also a candy side, so if you get a little frisky, want to make some candy, you know how to get to a hard crack, soft crack, or a soft ball, or even donuts. I love donuts. So whenever I'm getting my fish ready to go in, a lot of times I will put it in a saltwater brine, but really it's just salt water that can draw out a lot of the just blood and kind of off taste that you can kind of find in catfish sometimes. But also one of the biggest things that when people say catfish tastes muddy, more than likely that's due to improper handling. And so a lot of times that means you left too much fat on the fish, which is going to give it a muddy type flavor. But for wild caught fish and just different types of fish that you can catch or get your hands on, it's always good practice just to put them in a bowl real quick, get that flavor, make sure you're having good fresh fish, because that can make a world of difference. Whenever you're frying fish, the best way that I find is to have good, crisp, clean corners. And so I like to cut my fish sometimes in different lengths. Let me cut that off. But some people like to cut their fish in half, which I feel like doesn't give it enough good corners. And so what I'll do is I just go at an angle. And now I have 3 pieces with good corners on them. Corners. What you can do is get a gallon Ziploc bag and pour some of your breading mixture in there. A few pieces of catfish. And then you're just gonna Alright, so we're just gonna kind of go for it. We're gonna start, like I said a second ago, not too many pieces to overwhelm the pan, but just enough to go and get it on in there. Every time you put something in the pan, it's going to bring down that temperature. So you just want to be at a good temperature, which I say is like a medium-low or a low-medium. Just enough to really be able to like keep that temperature around the same area where you're going to have those fluctuations. One of the best kitchen tools right here. I got these, someone just gave them to me. See? The clean. Phenomenal. You really are just going to want a few minutes on each side, just so you can get that good round color and look. The more you fry, the better you get, because you'll be able to like see the color change. That is, to me, the best indicator. You can use thermometers on fish, but to me, I wait until I can see that good golden color. The thicker a fish is, that can change it, make it look different, or make it look different. When you have really thin pieces and thick pieces, you're just going to have to kind of feel it out, see what's happening. Just listen to your heart, and it'll show you the way to fry fish. About 15 more seconds. Some of the fish is still cooking, but we just wanted to show you some of the finished product. You cannot get better than that. That one's really hot because I just put it out of the grease. I'll get one of the cooler ones, but I'm talking, that's better than fried fish. I mean, you just dip whatever condiment you want. I prefer ketchup, and phenomenal, amazing. Go try it yourself. Thank y'all for watching. It was a great time. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and then we also comment something that you want me to cook next or something you want me to talk about next, because I would love to talk about stuff as I cook. I'm a fish and wildlife major, so send in your questions, all right? Y'all be good. Ollie says thank you for watching. Say bye.